Bureau reps is Todd Carmel from the Bureau of Sanitation, Fernando Lopez from the Bureau of Street Services, Angela Martinez from ConEd, and Edward Arrington from Bureau of Engineering, and also Sandy Trung from Bureau of Street Lighting. And we should get started in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me just do one more call for attendees on our Zoom platform. If anyone on our Zoom platform wishes to make commentary on any of our agenda items or public comment, please press *9 to raise your hand at this time. And seeing no hands raised, and we can go ahead and I can establish quorum if you like. And I will put us in record mode. And we are in record mode. Good morning, Madam Vice President Villegas. This is TJ Knight, Assistant Executive Officer, taking role in establishing quorum. Vice President Villegas, Commissioner Corsan, Commissioner Reyes are present. We do have a quorum. We will be joined shortly by President Pro Tem Davis, and I will record for the record when he does join us. We are also joined by City Attorney Representative Mr. Kellen. And once again, I'm Assistant Executive Officer TJ Knight. VP Villegas, we have no speaker cards under public comment, no neighborhood council commentary, and no speaker cards under any of our items this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of Public Works. Mr. TJ Knight, if you could just establish quorum.
Yes, and so I did. So we have VP Villegas and Commissioner Reyes and Commissioner Corsand, and we do have a quorum.
Thank you. All right, happy Friday, everyone. We've made it to the end of the week. Let's get started, and let us, we do not have any general public comments and neighborhood council comments, so we will close the comment period and move on with our agenda with the approval of the minutes for Friday, July 28th. Do we have a second to my motion to approve the minutes for Friday, July 28th, 2023?
Second.
Okay, and Mr. Knight, we have a second by Commissioner Corson and a motion by myself. If you can please take roll call.
Very good, Madam Vice President, and taking roll call on approval of the minutes, starting with you, Madam Vice President,
Yes, aye.
and Commissioner Corsand.
Aye.
And Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes. And the item is approved.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to item number 1, and this is the Bureau of Engineering, and this is in Council Districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15. And this is a budget increase and supplemental agreement change order number 43, Jilk Heavy Construction Incorporated Sidewalk Repair Program, package number 55. And the project is recommending that the board authorize $310,000 in additional contingency and approve a revised construction budget of $4,575,408 for the sidewalk repair program, project number 55. Number 2, authorize the city engineer to issue supplemental agreement change order number 43 to Jilk Heavy Construction Incorporated for not to exceed amount of $310,000 for the project to compensate the contractor for additional design and effort and compensable days. Number 3, authorize 2 members of the board to sign the supplemental agreement, change order number 43. And number 4, authorize the city engineer to issue subsequent change orders under the contract for the revised construction budget of $4,575,408 for this project, and that's C133006. And for this item, we have Mr. Omar Braish to present. Thank you and welcome.
Good morning, commissioners and the board. My name is Omar Braish. My name is Omar Braish. I'm the senior civil engineer for the Bureau of Engineering Sidewalk Repair Program. The Bureau is requesting authorization for $310,000 in additional contingency and approval for revised construction budget of $4,575,408 for the sidewalk repair package 55. In addition, the Bureau is also requesting authorization to issue a supplemental agreement change order number 043 to Jilk Heavy Construction for not to exceed amount of $310,000 for the project to compensate the contractor for additional design efforts and compensable days. To give you some background, on January 29, 2020, the board awarded a design build contract to Heavy Construction through the emergency PQOC list in the amount of approximately $3.5 million with a contingency amount of $710,000 for a total approved construction budget of approximately $4.2 million to construct the project. The SRP Access Request Subprogram makes repairs requested by 4 people with mobility disability who encounter physical barriers such as broken sidewalks, missing or broken curb ramps, or other barriers in the city of Los Angeles right away. The delivery method for this project is design build. In addition to construction, the contractor's scope of work included engineering design of the 28 access request sites throughout the city. The contractor submitted a change order request in July 7, 2021 due to additional design costs incurred that were not anticipated at the time of the bid. These costs were preliminary results of misinterpretation by the contractor in the level of development of preliminary plans for each site, which ultimately required additional level of efforts to complete the satisfactory level. Additionally, during the design review phase, conflicting comments were provided from multiple reviewing agencies, which required additional efforts to coordinate responses, contributing to increased time and cost for the project. Moreover, after the plans were accepted and approved, the City of Los Angeles directed scope changes led to delays and increased project costs. To cover these additional design costs, the contractor submitted a change order for approximately $668,000. The tentative settlement reached between BOE and the contractor on March 24, 2023 resulted in a reduced change order amount of $295,845. This amount was agreed upon after several rounds of negotiation between the two parties. The settlement of the change order amount allows both parties to move forward and close out the project.
Okay.
This project is being funded via SB1 Road Maintenance Rehabilitation Program, special funds for sidewalk repair access requests. This concludes my report. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you. Thank you for your report. Do we have any questions? Go right ahead, Commissioner Reyes, yes.
Hi, just for clarification, I know the amount was reduced.
Yes.
And you went into another negotiation. What are the major contributing factors to the changes that are now before us to approve?
The major changes to the contribution, this project started actually in January 2020. And the first 2 months, everything was going very smoothly. We had consultants in our team where they were reviewing. Once March of 2020 and the pandemic and the closeout, we lost our consultants that were reviewing the plans. And we had to bring in additional support from BOE engineers. And there was multiple review processes, multiple corrections, which led to a lot of design efforts on the contractor's part where they didn't anticipate this additional effort that they need to put on during the bid process. And that led to cost containment throughout the pandemic, and which we reduced some of the work and removed some of the scope from the contract, which entailed to redesign the plans, and that was additional. And we did, when we were doing the negotiation took about a year. And throughout that year, we did a lot of case studies where we looked at what we did and our part, what kind of comments and corrections we gave the engineers to revise the plans versus how they responded. And over several meetings and negotiation, we went back and forth. We eventually came to an agreement on a dollar amount, and where we did kind of partnership to do a cost sharing. And the change order we agreed was $295,000 on.
So there is, you mentioned cost sharing. Is that cost sharing with the contractor?
The cost sharing was to bring it down to like
Okay.
less than 50% of what they originally asked for. So they said they would eat that portion themselves to bring it down to what we were accepting the change order to be.
So now there is a system in place, because there's a lot of, just reading the document, there's some miscommunication that happened.
Yes.
Right? So is there a system in place so that we can prevent that, and then then you can stick to the cost of the project, more or less?
Yes, definitely. This is one of our goals for this year. We're using this package as a lesson learned. And for package 62 that a while back that it was awarded, that's a design build also. We use this as our kind of our pilot package for the design build, and 62, all the lessons we learned, we implemented in 62, and we're hoping that we won't have to face these changes, and at the end of having multiple reviewers and having multiple corrections to the plans. So,
All right. Thank you for the information.
okay, no
That's
problem.
all I have.
Thank you so much for your questions. Do we have any other questions on this item? I don't see any. All right. Do we have a motion to approve this item?
So move.
Okay. Mr. Knight, we have a motion by Commissioner Reyes and a second by Commissioner Corsand. If we could take roll, please.
Very good, and we'll take a roll call vote on item number 1, starting with you, Vice President Villegas.
Aye.
Commissioner Corson?
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes, and the item is adopted and will go forward forthwith.
Thank you. Thank you for your report. Have a good weekend. All right, let's move on then to item number 2, and this is a joint report with the Bureau of Engineering and Bureau of Contract Administration. And this is in districts 1, 5, 6, 10, 11, 14, and 15. And this is a contract award, PPC Construction Incorporated, Sidewalk Repair Program, package number 63, recommending the board, number 1, to declare PPC Construction, Inc., the low bidder to be the lowest responsive bidder and responsible bidder, and award PPC a contract for the sidewalk repair program, package number 63, for $2,194,994, and authorize the president or 2 members of the board to execute the contract after approvals as to form have been obtained by the city attorney. And before us, we have Ms. Yubin Kim. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, Commissioners and the Board. My name is Yubin Kim. I'm one of the civil engineers for the Bureau of Engineering's Sidewalk Repair Program and the project manager. The Bureau is requesting authority to award Sidewalk Repair Program Package Number 63 to PPC Construction Incorporated, the lowest responsive contractor, for the contract amount of $2,194,994. To give you some background, the project is being delivered by the Sidewalk Repair Program, which was initiated by Council File Number 140163 S4 and adopted February 3rd, 2015. The city's SRP's City Facilities Subprogram reconstructs existing pedestrian facilities, sidewalks, and curb ramps adjacent to city facilities to make the libraries accessible to all residents. The delivery method for this project is design, bid, build. The city designed the plans and bid the plans out for construction. The contractor's scope of work is limited to the reconstruction of the pedestrian facilities to remove barriers in accordance with the applicable accessibility requirements, including those required by ADA as designed by the city. The contractor will also conduct investigative potholing and GPR for Central Library. The contract duration is 210 calendar days. On March 1st, 2023, 3 bids were received. PPC Construction was deemed the lowest responsive bidder for $2.1 million. The next low bidder, Access Pacific, bid for $2.6 million. This project is funded via the SB1 Road Maintenance and Rehabilitation Program Special Fund for Sidewalk Repair Contractual Services, Fund Number 59V, Department Number 50, Appropriation Unit 50W-VAV. Up to $2 million will be reimbursed by Los Angeles Public Libraries. This concludes my report. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. Thank you for your report. Commissioners, do we have any questions on this item? We don't see any questions. Thank you. Thank you for that. Then if we don't have any questions on this item, do we have a motion to approve this item? Okay. And Mr. Knight, we have a motion by Commissioner Corson and a second by Commissioner Reyes. If we can please take roll call.
Very good. And taking roll call on item number 2, starting with you, Vice President Villegas,
Aye.
Commissioner Corsand,
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes. Item number 2 is approved and will be adopted forthwith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good afternoon, both of you. Thank you. All right, and so last item on our agenda today is item number 3, and this is an oral report by Mr. James Young, and this is the status update on major upcoming street improvement projects by the Bureau of Street Services. Good morning.
Good morning, President Garcia, Commissioners, Bureau Representative, and Mr. Knight. I am James Young, Superintendent with Bureau with the Streets Renewal Division of Streets LA. This information is being provided to keep the public informed on the upcoming resurfacing projects and minimize the impact to the community as well as delays. For additional information or concerns, you can reach our coordinated section for Streets Renewal Division at area code 213-847-3200. The following major street projects are scheduled in the Valley region during the week of August 13th through the August 19th, 2023. Saturday, July 29th, 2023 through Monday, August 14th, 2023, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., we will begin coal milling and paving Ventura Boulevard from Etowanda to Reseda Boulevard. In Council District 3, Tarzana Neighborhood Council Pavement Preservation Program Fund. Sunday, July 30th, 2023 through Wednesday, August 16th, 2023, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., we will begin coal milling and paving Ventura Boulevard from Lindley Avenue to Etowanda Avenue, Council District 3, Tarzana Neighborhood Council, PPP Fund. Additionally, we will provide the update on our 23-24 pavement preservation program during the week of August 13th through the 19th. The Valley and Metro region will complete 12 projects for a total of 12.8.5 lane miles. The press releases were distributed and notifications have been issued. Streets LA coordinated with the council offices to assist with the outreach to the stakeholders. We have coordinated with Los Angeles Department of Transportation for traffic control and assistance. This information is also available on our Streets LA website using the resurfacing open project icon. This concludes my report.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions? I think we're good.
Thank you. You guys have a
Appreciate
great
it. Have a good weekend. Thank you. All right, Mr. Knight, have we cleared the desk?
Yes, we have, Vice President Villegas.
All right, then we will conclude this meeting, and we will not have a management meeting today. All right, we're adjourned at 10:24.
Thank you.